Remember hope this time last year, how we drowned out the first chokes of fear with banging pans and clapping on a Thursday night, singing while we washed our hands in bright coloured rainbows in all our windows. We learnt how to queue 2 metres apart and how to see who was in a queue. We started applying sanitizer. Italians were singing arias from their balconies, setting us crying, and we texted pictures of empty toilet roll shelves because everyone else was panic buying. It was frightening and new, strange, heartless. We could barely believe it. Wide-eyed and startled, we shook our heads. Wow. But we soon learned how to wave from opposite pavements, step off the curb to let someone pass. We can do this, we said to each other, and we started making masks and buying home haircutting kits. We shared our songs, despaired of our children, considered new hobbies and learned how to Zoom. We watched the news, were shocked at statistics, got to know scientists, greeted without kisses, and tried not to resent those who actually did learn new hobbies. We purchased puppies, drank wine, ate chocolate, learnt the phrase loungewear, bought bikes, online shopped, and stopped watching the news. Our sentences began, "When all this is through," because we thought we knew that that's what hope would do. And sure enough, summer came. Its sunshine faded some of our pain, and we smiled again, wryly. The flame of hope rose. We shut our eyes and held our faces to the glow of its rays. And some people looked forward to holidays, and some looked forward to starting to grieve. We bought garden furniture, counted our friends, met at the playground, frowned and wondered when to take our by now rather tatty rainbows down. But then summer passed too, and nothing quite ended. That curve started going up again, and each time we thought we could get closer, our separation was extended. There were tears and fears again. The temperature dropped, another lockdown. We tried to entice fate by putting our Christmas decorations up very obviously and early in November, but fate took no notice. Slender hopes were dashed. Christmas promises unpromised, broken, smashed. Rules were reimposed, and the day after opening, schools reclosed. January and February, we were like rag dolls, resigned, wounded, limping, all our scaffolds taken away. Even Captain Tom was falling, and the weather itself was mourning. We did not go out applauding. We let our heroes get on with their work, knowing they knew, and anyway, we needed our energy just to get through, to hunker down, hold out, dig in, carry on, feed our children, grit our teeth, check on our neighbours, and keep ourselves warm. And I thought to myself, where did all those rainbows go? But you can't make rainbows with snow. And at our lowest low, we felt like we had lost hope. But no, that's when hope came into its own. Because hope is harder and hardier than that. More rugged, more solid, more dogged, more dog-eared, less puppy-eyed, more experienced, and possibly more resilient. Hope is quiet, stubborn, unshowy, gutsy, gnarled, weathered, clinging. Hope is not the feathered bird singing, but the pair of battered hands that, red, raw and dry, still open to let it take to the skies. Hope was when we looked each other in the eye and said, I can't do this anymore, but I'm going to have to. Hope was not the first glimmer of light, it was the crunch of snow when, still dark as night, it was time to scrape the ice from your windscreen. Hope wasn't shoots of spring green, it was germs being turned into vaccine. It was frost like a full stop before the next sentence and signing up for trials. It was waiting when you were tired of waiting and felt so trapped. It was renewing your membership of a dating app. Hope was putting out the bins and thinking there's one thing that hasn't changed. Hope was getting up and dressed when you had no Zooms that day. Hope was walking slowly in the dark in sturdy shoes. Hope was grasping the fact that a slowdown in the rate of increase that might show in the statistics in 3 weeks' time was really good news. Hope was hugging your tearful child when you couldn't find ways to explain things. Hope was fishing out a muddy glove and sticking it up on a railing. Hope is not the opposite of failing. Hope is the habit of knowing there's a reason to not give up. And remember what extraordinary things we achieve when we don't give up.